Welcome back, Sound 838. If you think you've caught that nasty bug that's going on around, I guess, under the weather, so to speak, should you rush off and go see the doctor, or can you heal yourself? It's a question, we all ask ourselves. Dr. Lori is here with some answers. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so I think we'll start out. First question. Is it a cold? Is it a flu? Everyone's getting sick this time of year. We're trying to figure out which one is it. I always get these mixed up.
Well, I'll tell you, the cold is usually gradual symptoms. We all start out with that scratchy throat, headache, low-grade fever, nasal congestion, and cough. Those are your simple signs of a cold. Fever, I like to say, hits you like a ton of bricks.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue, all of a sudden, high fever, 102, 103, feel like you can't lift your head up off the pillow. Those are the signs of a flu. And flu is usually a seasonal virus that we all can come in contact with every year, particularly if we don't get our flu shots.
Absolutely. Okay, so if we have the flu, let's start about that. Should you go to the doctor, or should you treat yourself at home? And if you stay at home, what can you do to make yourself better?
Well, I think one of the things that we can do, at least simple things at home. Now, keep in mind, infants as well as elderly, they are at greater risk for complications and should be medically evaluated at the first sign of distress. But some simple things that we can do at home. The simple things are honey and lemon. It works for a dry cough as well as a sore throat. So those are things that you can do. Keep in mind, honey is only appropriate for children over the age of 2.
Good reminder.
The other thing is steam acts as a decongestant. So whether it is a hot shower or a bowl of hot water with menthol in it, that will help to relieve your nasal congestion. For headaches and fever, a cold towel out of the refrigerator around your neck can also be really helpful. And I always encourage everyone to keep some acetaminophen, Tylenol, or ibuprofen, Motrin, in your medicine cabinet at home, because once you take those things, you start to get some relief, usually within 20 to 30 minutes.
My mom used to always tell me, and I think a lot of people's parents and people say this, the old chicken soup for the soul. Is that going to work?
Well, interesting enough, our grandmothers knew that chicken soup would be helpful for relieving symptoms of a cold. The amino acids in chicken help with the inflammation. Also, the garlic and onion that we use, garlic is a natural antiviral. Onion helps to support your lung function, and of course the vegetables provide us the nutrients we need to stay healthy.
Okay, so it really does work and can make you get better.
It absolutely works. We encourage that you use that. Also, by heating up the body temperature with warm baths and hot showers, it actually helps to slow down the virus. So all of those things are good to do at home, and of course mother knew best.
Okay, and as you talked about, getting the flu shot will help you from getting the flu.
Yes.
But what else can we do? I always hear wash your hands in water, scrub them, soap and hot water. Does that work? And what else can we do to help prevent from getting sick?
That's going to help prevent the spread. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands is the thing that we say over and over, as well as your antibacterial gels. They are very effective for preventing the spread. But I like to say prevention is our first defense. So because viruses affect our respiratory system, our nose, as well as our throat, one of the things that you can do daily is a nasal flush. By doing that daily, you can actually help prevent the cold from actually starting. The other thing that you can do aside from a nasal flush is, in addition to steam, you can do the steam and hot fluids throughout the day. I always keep a cup of warm fluids, whether it's tea or just warm fluids. It helps to flush the virus out of the throat. Now, of course, keeping your stress level down, always important.
Sometimes easier said than done.
Yes, keeping your stress level down, getting moderate exercise, as well as adequate rest can also be helpful.
Okay, one last quick question
Sure.
for you. If we get sick, our kids get sick, how long should we stay home, and should we keep them home from school?
Well, I'm going to say anytime you have a fever, you should stay home. Anytime you are coughing excessively, you should stay home. The actual lifespan of a virus is 7 to 10 days, but most people find that they will get over the worst of the symptoms usually within 5 to 7 days. So if you can take that time off, I encourage everyone to nurture yourself and rest.
All right, Dr. Lori, great information at a very important time.
Absolutely.
There are a lot of sick folks out there. Thanks so
Yes.
much for coming in this morning.
Always a pleasure to help.
All right.